Hi, I'm Vickie Shields. I am the Provost and Executive Vice President here at Nevada State College. I went to Boise State University. It was very close to my hometown. I'm from Nampa, Idaho. So Boise State was 25 miles away. If I was going to go to any university, it was going to be that one. There really wasn't, I really didn't think much more about it. I didn't go to college right out of high school. I went January after graduation. And I'm kind of fuzzy on why I decided to do that. But I think it was, I wanted to figure out what it was like to work full-time and not be in high school. And so it took about one semester or a half a semester to say, oh, I'm ready for college, I want to go to college. Always loved learning. I knew that I wanted to go to college sometime. So started in January. That means if there were any orientations or anything, I totally missed them. Didn't know about them. Just kind of started into classes in January. My family was always very supportive. What they didn't appreciate was their part in support, as in financial support. So we just kind of decided that I would fund it on my own. I did ask them a few times if they would pay for my books. And they did for about a semester or two, and then they kind of forgot about that part, and I felt weird asking. So they loved that I was going to school. They weren't so crazy when I decided to go to graduate school because they didn't understand what that would mean. But they were really supportive. They were glad I stayed that close to home and got it done. And so it was emotional support was fine, but there wasn't any financial support. It means I never took it for granted when I was there. I knew that it was special. I knew it would lead to better things in life. And I knew I was paying for it. And so every day, I knew I was there. I knew I had to put the work in. And I never took it for granted the whole time. There was no entitlement. So I was a communication major from the beginning, and I really kind of wanted to be an art major, and I was a little worried about what I could do with an art major. And so in high school, I had been very involved in speech and drama, but also very involved with art. And so I thought I might double major there for a while, but I wasn't getting any advice on what I could do with that art major besides maybe double major with business, which at the time didn't turn me on. So I stuck with communication. And so during most of my undergrad in communication, I thought I would probably go into HR or PR somewhere in the Boise Valley. And my mother always wanted me to be a broadcaster and an anchor woman, but I never did that, Mom. I'm sorry. Did the dream come true? Well, the dream changed. In my junior and senior year, I got an amazing opportunity to teach during my undergraduate as an undergraduate student. I had no idea that didn't happen to everybody. But it didn't. I loved it. I was hooked on it. I said, how can I do this? I want to be a university professor. That's what I want to be. So I was like, oh, okay, I need a PhD to do that. So yeah, dreams came true. They just came true in a different way. You know, I didn't know at the time that I was facing too many challenges. It's all been in hindsight, and it's all been because I've been in education this long and been an administrator, and I really did miss out on a lot. I didn't get involved in student government or student clubs, anything outside of the department. I was very involved with my department of communication. And the highest ranking person at the university that I knew or thought I needed to know was the chair of the Department of Communication. And that served me well, but looking back, I wish I'd known about broader opportunities. Another thing I think was a challenge that I didn't realize at the time was I was just working so hard and being such a perfectionist because I kind of knew what I was doing, kind of didn't know what I was doing, that I didn't take a lot of risks. And I think you get the most out of your undergraduate education when you're allowed to take risks and everything doesn't have to be perfect and you learn from those things. And I think looking back that was a challenge because I just didn't know. No one was telling me that those things existed or that I should take a chance, so I didn't. Working really, really hard. I overcame the challenges just working. I worked part-time jobs, always. Worked hard in the classroom. I took a lower credit load. That's another thing where ignorance was bliss at the time. I took 5.5 years to do my undergrad, but nobody was saying that was a big deal. It wasn't as expensive then. So you didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I better get done. I can't afford anymore. But just worked really hard and just enjoyed every minute of it. So all the challenges I know now are hindsight challenges. I thoroughly enjoyed it while I was in it. Because you're not alone, far from it. It's just amazing that so many colleges and universities like Nevada State still maintain over 50% first gen. People are still first generation college students, and they're not alone, and there's no way you can know everything that you need to know on your own. And it's a place where you're going to really grow up in your life and learn so many new things, and having people share with you that there's a broad base of experiences you can have is wonderful. And I love programs like Nepantla because that's what they do. They open up this whole world of the possibilities of college. And there's help there, but there's just an opening up and showing what's possible and the support and just things you wouldn't know. You don't know because your family didn't do it and you're the first one, but there's lots of us. And we're in your administration too. So I'd like to say to Nepantla students, take full advantage of everything this program has to offer you. This is a very special opportunity. I have seen students come through the first year of this program and be so ready for their whole college career. It's just amazing, the support that you get and the information you get and the navigation that's provided to be a successful college student. So embrace it, soak it in, these really are some of the best years of your life. Happy First Gen Day, First Generation College Student Day. I'm one too. My name is Vickie Shields, and I'm the Provost and Executive Vice President at Nevada State College. And I couldn't be prouder to still be in higher ed and still be learning. And I hope you enjoy First Gen Day as much as I am.